All right, everyone, here we go. This is an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. Straight up energy reading from Mercury and Capricorn. What does it mean in this instance with the surrounding energies around it? Well, Mercury in Capricorn is a very methodical energy. It's like the Knight of Pentacles, which I think we'll see quite a bit. It's in the pre-shuffle, I won't lie to you. It is a very methodical energy. It's about making plans, making solid plans. And that's exactly what came up on the surface energy here in the pre-shuffle. And I'm curious to see what kind of plans these and implementing them, right? This incoming energy is making. We'll see. But that's what it's about. All right, so let's go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Chair, or you're here for a reason, this reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Okay? Let's go. Y'all moving at different speeds on your timeline. I asked the universe, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mercury and Capricorn. I've got someone here, Two of Pentacles, and crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. Making decisions for the future. Long view. It's a big butterfly of transformation. It's a big energy here. Okay? Slow, methodical, making a plan for what? For where the hell they're going. The lover's energy is surrounding them. That much I know from some of the fly-through readings I did for the month of December. Beyond that, there it is. Told you it was there. The Knight of Pentacles. Don't be surprised to see it a lot while Mercury is transiting Capricorn in all sorts of readings. Very methodical energy. Very looking very closely at you, at their feelings. It's Empress energy. And yeah, they are feeling it. The High Priestess is fueling that Empress. So this is a very important energy, but it's a tricky energy here in December. Because as I wrote about in my December write-up, Mercury goes retrograde back into Sagittarius, and then it moves back into Capricorn. So again, it's one of those ones where when it goes retrograde, it goes back to the previous sign sort of thing. So we've got sort of a back and forth here. So it's going to be making the plan and then implementing the plan probably during the retrograde phase. Because, you know, Sagittarius, it's a fiery energy, and Mercury isn't very happy there. Okay, it gets antsy. And with Mercury and Mars also in Sagittarius, this is like the month of Mars. It's unreal how much influence Mars in Sagittarius has over the upcoming month. So it's working nicely. This Mercury in Capricorn is working nicely with the energies around it. Let's go. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Look at that. All that shuffling. We're here because somebody's got their eye on something. This connection lit something up in this person, and they've ignored it long enough, and now they're making some plans to go towards it. They are in their fields for sure, but we're here because of you. Okay, straight up, I'm just going to say that. And I'm just going to keep it simple. There's more to it than that, but for our purposes here, why complicate things? What comes after the cut? Well, it's how they feel about you. We're here because of you, and a Queen of Cups. A lot of love. Most love I could pull from the deck. Somebody here making a plan to come give that cup. She holds the Ace of Cups. She gives the full cup. It's, you know, we're here because somebody loves you. Okay? And maybe they're finally admitting that. And that's why they're making a plan. But they're making a careful plan. Very methodical. Right? We got that twice. We got that message twice in the pre-shuffle. Not just with the Knight of Pentacles, but with the Ace of Pentacles crossing the Two of Pentacles. All right, let's go. Let's give the deck a final shuffle here. Give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Mercury, or as my friend calls it, Mercury in Capricorn. Let's go. He's not talking about astrology when he says he's talking about his car. He got himself a big old Lincoln Mercury. A big old Mercury from the old days. I don't know how he's paying for the gas for that fucking thing. Probably gets 10 miles to the gallon tops on the freeway. All right, let's go. Give me a reading here, universe. I don't have any stories to tell. It's too early. It's the King of Pentacles is the overall energy. What's fueling that? The Four of Cups. Yeah. I saw it, or felt it, I should say, with the Empress and the Queen of Cups in the cut positions here. Somebody's really come to their senses here about their feelings. There's no doubt. This is that classic tarot energy that the classic tarot reader would say what they didn't want before they do want, or they see your value, that kind of thing. This reading is all about you, as far as from their perspective, this incoming energy. Okay. Or your connection. It can be that. Maybe. Right here is the energy around your connection, speaking of it. Right here is how the 3D energies around this person, whoever this energy belongs to, this incoming energy. Right here is their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy, your connection. And right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards at the end. And you bet your sweet asses I'm going to extend this. All right? Because this is interesting. It's interesting here because there's just this someone who knows what they want within the energy. Okay. All right. Energy around your connection. Is that true? I don't know. Might be a whole bunch of bullshit. No, it's true. 8 of Cups is the energy around your connection. It's that energy where I sometimes say we're at the end of the beginning. Okay? In the beginning, your relationship was the bad guy. Your connection was the bad guy. It disrupts their whole life. Oh my God, I'm going to have to leave somebody, or I'm going to have to change my life, or I'm going to have to be emotional. They saw it as 8 cups. They're walking away from that notion. Okay? Well, coming towards it. So I've got an energy coming towards you here. Someone who originally thought maybe this whole thing was a pain in the ass. That's probably why they ran, just to sum it up, right? Okay. How they 3D energies around them in real life. IRL, as the cool kids like to say, right? King of Wands. It's a very strange energy. I'm not going to say Burger King or anything like that. It's stuff. It's stuff. If I were doing a reading one-on-one with somebody said, tell me about me. I'd say, and I pulled this in this frequency of energy, I'd say you like stuff. You put more value in stuff than you do people. Okay? It's like that kind of energy. Someone who loves their car more than a human being. Okay? So that's what's going on in the 3D. They're taking a cold, hard look at themselves. I know they are. I think there's some disappointment with some of the things they're finding with that 4 of Cups. I think I could say here, because these two energies tie together, of course, it's somebody who realizes that, yeah, they do love their stuff, but they love you more. And I know that because we got the Queen of Cups after the cut. Okay. Their soul energy is here. This is interesting. We'll see. It's red with the 8 of Cups, and it bookends it. It's the 8 of Wands. Yeah, I knew it was something. It was like a staticky energy. It is this fast movement. Somebody's soul is talking. The soul is talking now. It's sort of like when I had a friend whose mother used to say this all the time. Mommy's talking now. Time to be quiet and listen. Okay? This is mommy's talking now. Time to be quiet and listen. And that's what's happening. They're listening. It's what I said about this stuff king here. Okay? And realizing with a little bit of disappointment in themselves that their behavior is costing them. It's no fun to drink out of 8 broken cups. All right. Especially if you got a chance to bang the Empress. My God, what the hell are you doing? Who cares about your car or your stuff? Right here. I could show you the Light Seer. Have you seen the tits? I got a picture of them here in the Light Seer. Right here, energy around or what the universe wants to say. It's red with the energy around your connection. It's the hidden energy. I keep getting drawn to this. Yeah, there's the shame. It's everything I said just got backed up by the universe. It said, Steve, you said it before I had a chance to get the card out. Fine. 5 of Cups. Yeah, it is one of the cards that ends the separation phase in the soulmate cycle. It doesn't surprise me. It's everything I said about how somebody's very, a little bit of shame for a little bit of disappointment in themselves for their behavior. Mommy's talking. Mommy is the soul here. Potential final outcome, red with the King of Wands. Tower. Yeah, it's communication. I would expect somebody here trying to start over with you. Somebody's going to come up with a very good plan here, I would imagine. They're going to think about every word they're going to say. This isn't one of those tower energies where it just explodes kind of a thing and it all happens very quickly. This is like if you ever watch those videos and stuff with those professional demolition companies that tear down the big high-rise hotels and stuff. It's very planned out. They go around and they put the charges in various places. They take it down in stages so it all falls nice and even. That's what this is. Okay? This is the perfect card to land there. All right, let's clarify. Let's go. Eight of Cups. Why is it here? Absolute perfection in tarot as far as this energy goes and how they're behaving. Absolutely. Very odd read on that King of Wands. I keep going back to it. It's the stuff energy. Okay. Lots of people like stuff a little too much. I mean, they do. It's just shit. Talked about my elderly neighbors. They moved away because they couldn't afford to live here anymore. They couldn't afford to live here anymore. They took $20,000 worth of pods. Like, you know, those things you pack the stuff in and they ship it. 20,000, they had like 6 of them. They had roughly $20,000 worth of those damn things going across country. And it's like, why don't you just throw all that shit out? You know, it's crazy how much. And most of it was just junk. You know, old bottles of degreaser and shit. What the fuck? What's going on, man? I would have left with a duffel bag and that's about it, and a parrot. And maybe a laptop so I could keep talking to you guys. That's about it. A couple guitars, maybe. Some clothes. I don't need clothes. Nah, it's fine. 8 of Cups. Why is it here? Clothes are overrated. Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's what I said already. The Ace of Cups is crossing the 8 of Cups. This stuff king over here realizes, yeah, I love my stuff, but I love this Empress thing, and I got to figure out how to get over there, just like the demolition company figuring out how to take that building down so it doesn't destroy the neighbors, right? Perfectly planned. Ah, I love it. What's on top? 4 of Wands. Yeah. They see a future with you. That's why. You don't really have a future with stuff. Stuff wears out. You know, in a relationship, because they often come up as being in like a King and Queen of Wands superficial relationship. That shit doesn't last. That shit fades quickly. Like relationships that are just based on sex and stuff like that. People get ugly when they get old. It gets uninteresting. You know, you got to have more than that. You know, gravity wins. Spoiler alert for you youngsters. Gravity wins. All right, let's go. 4 of Wands. There's got to be some substance. They got substance with you. 9 of Wands. Yeah, they've been resistant to this, but they're beginning to see that the 8 broken cups are crap. You see the sun on the other side of the wall? Yeah, there's some cracks in their logic. And again, I think it boils down to a lot of disappointment they're feeling. There's the shame right there. Okay, let's pull on this stuffed king. Tell me about the stuffed king here. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. This energy is hard to keep up the older you get. I think for some of you, if your person is older, if they're like in their 30s and pushing the 40s and stuff, this kind of transition usually happens. If they're younger, it's just the love is so strong that it overpowers the stuff more than anything else. All right, I'll put it to you that way. All right, let's go. King of Wands, why is it here? Seven of Cups. That's someone looking at many, what did I say? The energy of here, 5D, the soul, flows to here. Mommy's talking. Time to be quiet and listen. It's like they are looking at, they may even be being shown aspects of themselves. People may be coming up to them and telling them, you really are kind of a superficial asshole. People may be saying things to them. There's a lot. Some of it is confusing to them. What's on top? That doesn't surprise me. And there's the 5 of Cups. There's the shame. 5 of Cups, message from the universe, ties to this 5 of Cups. 2 cups still standing, 3 cups down. Somebody's been worried about the wrong things. This is just backing up my energy read all the way around. It's the stuff king who now realizes you're better than stuff. Okay? And there's a future with you. This leads to 10 Pentacles, if done right. Why is the 5 of Cups here? One of the cards that ends. There's that shame. Yeah, they're looking at a lot of stuff, probably being shown stuff, told stuff by people, all that kind of shit. And it hurts when you find out you're not as great as you thought you were, or your life isn't as great as you thought it was, and it's time to, and you had a chance to bang the Empress and you didn't, and you stayed with 3 broken cups or whatever. It's stuff. Okay, why is the 5 of Cups here? 8 of Cups. It's a feedback loop. That's the 8 of Cups right there. That's these cards are tied together in this reading because I told you they were. Here's proof. There you go. Sometimes the universe helps me out. There's somebody out there who's a naysayer. Well, he just said that because it's easy. No, I said it because it's fucking true. Yeah, it's easier for me to read it by saying that, sure. But here's your 8 of Cups. There's your feedback loop right there. It is, and this 5 of Cups is read with this 8 of Cups. This 5 of Cups is read with this 8 of Cups. Feedback loop, right? You can't just eat one potato chip. That's a feedback loop, right? The salt makes you want more. Yeah, somebody here just, again, it's everything I've already said. I don't need to repeat myself. It's all there. Now let's listen to what Mommy's saying, okay? Because the soul is yappy here. Now they can choose not to listen to it if they don't want to. It's minor arcana. But I don't have any energy here or any cards where anybody's distracting themselves from it. In fact, they're taking the wall down quite a bit. Okay? So, enough to see the light, which I showed you on the card with the sun off in the background there. Now, let's talk to the 8 of Wands. Why is the 8 of Wands here in the soul position? What's Mommy got to say? I remember that friend too. Man, that mother was weird. She was crazy. Mommy's talking to... I always imagined, I don't know what went on in their lives behind the scenes, that friend of mine, but the mother reminded me of the lady from Mommy Dearest, that movie, you know, no wire coat hangers, and she, you know, goes all psycho and shit. There's a little of that. Mommy's talking, it's time to be quiet and listen. Okay, all right. My mother ever said that to me, I would have said, well, fuck that, I'm leaving. All right. 8 of Wands. I was just like that as a kid. At least when I got older. When I was younger, I was very quiet. 8 of Wands. It's the Hangman. The soul can do this. Sometimes when we listen to the soul, or Mommy in this case, we gain one of the most valuable commodities we can have as a human being. Perspective. They're getting some serious perspective here. And they are listening. It's why they're meticulously planning this tower. Where things come down, can we try again? Kind of a thing. I wouldn't be, well, I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if there's judgment energy somewhere around this tower. I don't know. I haven't shuffled, but it feels like it. You know, there's something divine here. But this energy does make you really, when you see something you want, you go for it, but you work out how to get there. You know, it's a very practical thing. What's on top? Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, they're getting some real perspective on you. The whole reading's about you. You're in the soul. You're sharing soul space with no one. Okay? Why is the Empress here? Judgment. I swear to God, I didn't know it was anywhere near here. I'm not looking. I felt judgment energy somewhere. Here it is. I said it might come out around here, but I just felt the energy. I mean, I was looking at the card at the time. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, this is a bit of, they're listening to Mommy, the soul here. They're getting a new perspective, some serious, perspective on you, on the feelings, on what's more important, stuff, superficial life, or 3 cups down, or you, or this connection, or what this connection showed them. If it's not you specifically, okay? All right. There's a second chance coming. The soul has them convinced. I'll phrase it that way. It puts a lot of hocus pocus on it, but I'm going to phrase it that way. Mommy has them convinced that they can have a second chance with you, which is why they work out the plan. Okay? That's judgment. That's part of that energy. Okay, let's go. And when they think about you, or feel about you, I should say, it's, oh God, I want a second chance at that. Give me another crack at that. Okay. All right, what's going on, 5 of Cups? You brought it up all the time. I get it. They've got a lot of shame for ever trying to deny it, ever trying to whatever. They're worrying more about stuff and superficial things. I get it. Well, why is it here? What else you want to tell me? What else you want to tell me here, universe? Come on. Give me something. Give me something to believe in here. I said, there's like a righteous wave. These 2 cards, hey, and for the naysayer, these 2 cards always go together. This is my lead-in to my final outcome. It's the Hierophant, I said. And I thought after I was talking about judgment, I said maybe a Hierophant will fall because it feels very divine. I think I said that. Yeah, this is unreal. This person is just having some kind of holy awakening here. They're listening to Mommy. They don't have to. That's the funny part. It's minor arcana. Mommy is minor arcana. You could slam the door on her, tell her to fuck off. They're listening to the soul. They are listening to it. And it's, somebody's thinking long-term here. This card is about long-term things. It's not just holy and spiritual and all that. But I said that around this Four of Wands. These are all read together. They see the potential here. They get it now. And with the Empress, it's not just about, I make a joke about banging the Empress and all that kind of stuff, but it's deeper than that. It's Queen of Cups level love. It's very deep. What's on top? And it is. It's a Nine of Cups. Somebody realizes that you're their future. I'm just going to phrase it like that. Keep it simple. Somebody realizes you're their fucking future here, and they need to figure out how to come do it. Again, tearing down. How do we? It's like the demolition people would stand around first and go, how do we tear this building down without destroying the other two buildings on each side of it? Well, you go in, you meticulously work things out. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Yeah, Three of Cups. I wasn't even worried. I don't have a devil on the table, and I ain't worried one's going to show up. I really am not. Three Cups, I mean, it's the flow of emotion. Somebody's allowing the sun to shine through here. Again, this card sort of backs up because it's read with this Nine of Wands. Normally they have the wall up, but they're allowing some of that sun to creep through, some of that happiness, some of that celebration, some of that emotion. This is the biggest card for me in the Minor Arcana for communication, and it leads us over here. This is communication for you. I think like I said, and again, I could be wrong, but the way the energy is flowing, the planning stage is Mercury in Capricorn. It retrogrades back into Sagittarius. Mercury is a little antsy in Sagittarius, and they start acting and they just go for it, right? It's kind of a go for it thing. But it doesn't have to play out that way. It could, because Mars in Sagittarius is acting upon the energies of December quite powerfully, as I figured out in the fly-through of December readings. It could happen at any time. I'm just telling you for a few of you, just so you know. More likely take action during the retrograde, which is okay. Unions brought together during a retrograde or contracts made during a retrograde of Mercury often last a while, provided you just, with the caution of checking all the details, which is fine. They will have already done the detail checking in advance before they go and take action. So, because of Mercury and Capricorn, which is what we're pulling on. Tell me about the Tower. Let's go. Tell me about the Tower. Yeah. Somebody from your past shows up. Yep, they're showing up. They're working out a plan. And when I say working out a plan, it's funny because this person's bringing a gift for this person. Usually in this card, is somebody bringing some flowers or something. That requires thought. You got to go work that out. Well, which flowers should I get? Which flower? What? You don't want to get the wrong color, right? One means friend. One means I want to bang you. You don't want to bring the friend one, right? But you don't want to be too forward and bang one. It requires some thought. But yeah, Six of Cups. Somebody who blew you off here. Somebody who really regrets that, by the way. Wow, Four of Cups. What's on top? Five Swords. They see how they sabotage themselves. They get it. Oh, they do. They have a profound perspective on you. Okay? And what this connection is and what the potential is or was. So they're either coming toward you, for most of you they are, or they're going toward what they feel for this connection. They want to feel that way again for someone else. Or it's a no-go kind of a thing. Okay? Why is the Five of Swords here? King of Cups. Yeah. Somebody is all done holding their emotions back. Somebody's taking control of their life here. Okay? And I say that because the King of Cups is read with the Eight of Cups. It takes bravery to walk away from Eight Cups. Kings got some balls, generally speaking. This one here is usually afraid to be vulnerable. But again, in the feedback loop of things, this is read with the Five of Cups. There's a lot of shame for how they self-sabotage themselves by not opening up. This card being read then carries over and is read with the Eight of Cups. Now this is someone taking control. It's a king energy, walking away from 8 broken cups to go toward the 9 cups, which is over here on top of the 5 cups, which is over here. The whole fucking reading is a series of feedback loops. It's just, it's loop here, loop there, loop here, loop there. I mean, it's crazy. I could show you 3 more, but I'm not going to bother. Let's pull 3 more cards from the universe. See what else the universe wants to tell you. All right, let's go. What else the universe want to tell you here? That's my theme song. 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom. What else you want to tell everyone before I go pull some wicked voodoo? I do not have a devil here on the table. I told you I had no fear that one was going to come out. I knew we would not have one. That bothers me on some level. The devil is always present. I can smell him. Oh, I can smell the son of a bitch. Both energies are always present. Even the greatest thing. Oh my God, you're celebrating a lottery win. Oh my God, yeah, be great. Yeah, woohoo. The negative energy is there. The little evil son of a bitch, the devil, is there. It can all go wrong on you, and it goes wrong on a lot of lottery winners, believe me. Because you're not paying attention, they get blindsided by the son of a bitch. That damn energy. It's here, but it's not affecting things, which I find interesting. Anyway, in the extended, I'll pull on you. I'll open by pulling on you. I'll now pull whatever I think I need to pull. I want to see what they're figuring out here, so that you know who's coming towards you. I'll pull a pyramid and a timeline. We'll do the whole thing we usually do. It'll be fun. It's always fun. It's always informal anyway. It's nice. Smaller audience, higher accuracy, higher pinpoint level. Anyway, 9 cups. 9 swords, lots of 9s here. 9s at the end in tarot, and that's why there's a chariot, and here's temperance crossing 9 swords. Done. Somebody is absolutely not worried about this at all under this energy, and that makes sense, right? You think, here, let me pull this out of here. You think if the demolition crew that has to bring down this building is no. They're making a plan from a calm perspective, doing the math, looking at things. There's no worry here with this person. It's done. It's put down. They feel like the angels have their back, kind of a thing. And I can tell you, they do, with the Hierophant crossing over here in the message from the universe. Somebody's coming after their 9 cups. This 9 cups just double verifies the 8 of cups here in this reading. No doubt about it. The 8 of cups in your connection, the 8 of cups right there. This chariot represents this soulmate cycle. So if you're wondering, gee, I wonder who this is about. Is this about a new one? Or what? This is, it might be somebody you haven't met yet coming towards you. I don't know. It's possible. Whoever it is, it's your key soulmate in this soulmate cycle. Okay? So there you go. That's whoever it is. And they are charging in. No doubt. Taking control. Absolutely. That's your reading. Wow. 4 swords. Bringing a lot of healing. This 4 swords makes this truth, healing through truth. That's very cool. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, the link's in the description. I want it. I can smell the devil. I don't know where he is, but I can smell him. Hey, that's my quest. I like to try to find it. Because if you can't see it, if you don't know it's there, or why it's there, you get blindsided by it, right? You know, hey, I like to know who's behind me when I'm walking down the street. I've been told it's like what military officers are trained to do, or soldiers and stuff. I check behind me every once in a while. I like to get the feel from my surroundings. I want to know who's behind me. It freaks people out. They always think, oh, what's wrong with you? You're looking behind you, you know, all that kind of stuff. I just like to know who's fucking behind me. That way it doesn't sneak up, because negative energy is always there. So we'll find it. We'll find that devil. I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Let's go pull one extended. All right, good luck.